right, welcome back to the Patriot Hour for Friday, August 9th, 2019. We got some interesting stuff. The Epstein files are released just minutes ago, folks, minutes ago. If you're new to the Patriot Hour, thanks for stopping by. I am Michael, your host. If you're again new here, make sure you are subscribed. If you're a returning Patriot, welcome back. Always think for yourself, folks. We promote that here at the Patriot Hour. Think for yourself. Connect all your own dots. Don't ever take what we say to be 100% word. We're going to leave some links down below. Also, the links for the P.O Box are down there. The links to donate to the everything is shut down other than the PayPal and I think the GoFund. We appreciate all donations. If you leave a couple of dollars, folks, it means the world. That's how we pay bills and keep upgrading the software. Some of it's 6 months I have to pay for some of it that I use the editing. The other live streaming software is thousands of dollars a year. Well, actually, the last edition I bought, it's good for several years, so we're good on that, but we appreciate it all. Okay, let's take a look in to what we got going on here. All right, so the Unsealed Epstein documents are right here, folks. All right, this is actual MikeCernovich.com. Epstein documents. The 2,000 sealed documents in the Epstein case are available here and here. More documents are expected to be released soon. I'll update you accordingly. I've already got the first one right here. So these are the sealed document entries for case 18-2868, generated on 8/9 of 2019 at 093640. We're going to kind of scam through. The links, again, will be down below for you to grab these in full. You can do it on your phone, your tablet, your computer, whatever works for you. They're safe. It's a safe download. It's going to come in like a PDF format for you, so you can take a look in full. So you don't have to take what I say here. All right. As stated, the term United States of Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. As stated, term of the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit held at the Thurgood Marshall United States Courthouse, 40 Foley Square in City of New York on the date 9th day of August 2019. Julie Brown, Miami Herald Media Company, and Inventors Appellants versus Glasheen Maxwell and Virginia L. Gurfey. So Appellee Gishler Maxwell filed a petition for paneling rehearing on the alternative for rehearing en blanc the panel and determined the appeal considered the request for the panel rehearing, and active members of the court have considered the request for the hearing. All right, we're going to go down here to some of the mandates. Look at this. Alan Dershowitz, Michael Cernovich, DBA Cernovich Media. The origins of this case lie in a decade-old criminal proceeding against financier Jeffrey Epstein. On June 30th of 2008, Epstein pleaded guilty to the Florida state charges of soliciting and procuring a person under the age of 18 for prostitution. The charges stem from sexual activity with his privately hired masseuses, some of whom were under age of 18, Florida age of consent, pursuant to an agreement with the state and federal prosecutors. Epstein pleaded to the state charges. He received limited jail time, registered as a sex offender, and agreed to pay compensation to his victims. In return, prosecutors declined to bring federal charges. Shortly after Epstein entered his plea, two of his victims, proceeding as Jane Doe number 1 and Jane Doe number 2, filed suit against the government in the Southern District of Florida under the Crime Victims' Rights Act, CVRA. The victims sought to nullify the plea agreement, alleging the government failed to fulfill its legal obligations to inform and consult with them in the process leading up to the Epstein plea deal. Yeah, see, they just did what they wanted to do because there was a cover-up. Again, folks, we're just going to scan through here a little bit. I got a couple of areas we'll hit on. Links will be down below, so you could read these in full. Let me back this up. let's see here. So, in conclusion on this, some of it. To summarize, material submitted in connection with a motion for summary judgment are subject to strong presumption of public access. The summary judgment record at the issue will be unsealed upon issuance of our mandate, subject to minimal redaction. It nearly unseals 2,000 pages of material. The task of identifying and making specific redactions takes a while, they're trying to say. I think it was page 4 in here, right here. Okay, this is a good one. So, this is Mrs. Guffrey. Repeatedly joined her motion was Mrs. Maxwell, according to the lurid details. Miss Maxwell personally was involved in a sexual abuse and sex trafficking scheme created by Epstein. Miss Maxwell approached plaintiff in 1999 when plaintiff was 15 years old to recruit her into the scheme. Mrs. Maxwell was one of the main women Epstein used to procure underage girls for sexual activities. Miss Maxwell was a primary co-conspirator with Epstein in the scheme. She persuaded plaintiff to go to Epstein's mansion in a fashion very similar to the manner in which Epstein and his co-conspirators coerced dozens of other children. At the mansion, when plaintiff began giving Epstein a massage, he and Miss Maxwell turned it into a sexual encounter. Epstein, with the assistance of Miss Maxwell, converted plaintiff into sex slave. Plaintiff was sex slave from about 1999 through 2002. So, 4 years? Miss Maxwell is also a co-conspirator in Epstein's sexual abuse. Miss Maxwell has appreciated the immunity she acquired under Epstein plea agreement. The immunity protected her from any prosecution for the crime she committed in the state of Florida. Miss Maxwell participated in the sexual abuse of plaintiff and others. Miss Maxwell took numerous sexual explicit pictures of underage girls involved in sexual activities, including plaintiff. She shared the photos with Epstein. As part of her role in Epstein's sexual abuse ring, Miss Maxwell connected Epstein with powerful individuals so that Epstein could traffic plaintiff to these persons. Who are these persons? Who are these persons? If you remember the Madame of Hollywood back in the early 90s, and, she did her 6 years or 7 years in a federal prison and named lots of names. But again, that was above age prostitution. She was a Madame of Hollywood. Similar to what's going on here, but this involves underage, not so much consenting. Even if the kids are consenting because they're been brainwashed or whatever, you can't do it. It's illegal. This is pedophilia stuff, all right? So as part of her role in the Epstein sexual abuse ring, Miss Maxwell connected Epstein with powerful individuals, all right, to use these kids. Plaintiff was forced to have sexual relations with Prince Andrew. This is in... right there, folks. Prince Andrew. This is a court document just released. Prince Andrew in Miss Maxwell's apartment in London. Miss Maxwell facilitated plaintiff sex with Prince Andrew by acting as a madame for Epstein. So this kid, at the time, Miss Maxwell assisted in international trafficking plaintiff and numerous other young girls for sexual purposes. Plaintiff was forced to watch Epstein, Miss Maxwell, and others engage in illegal sexual acts with dozens of underage girls. Unbelievable. Tough to hear, tough to swallow, but needs to be known, folks. It needs to be known. So 12, just to read a little bit of this, in the joinder motion, plaintiff also alleged she was forced to have sex with Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz, model scout Jean-Luc Brunel, and many other powerful men, including numerous prominent American politicians, powerful business executive, foreign presidents, a well-known prime minister, and other world leaders. Alan Dershowitz. This guy was getting shaky the last couple of weeks. Plaintiff said after serving for 4 years as a sex slave, she managed to escape to a foreign country and hide out from Epstein and his co-conspirators for years. Plaintiff suggested the government was part of Epstein's conspiracy when it was secretly negotiated a non-prosecution agreement with Epstein, precluding federal prosecution of Epstein and his co-conspirators. The government's secrecy, plaintiff alleged, was motivated by fear that the plaintiff would raise powerful objections to the agreement that would have shed tremendous public light on Epstein and these other powerful individuals. 15. Notable other Jane Doe who joined plaintiff's motion, who allegedly she was sexually abused on many occasions by Epstein, was unable to corroborate any of plaintiff's allegations. 16. Also notably, in her multiple lengthy consensual interviews with Miss Churcher 3 years earlier, plaintiff told Miss Churcher of virtually none of the details she describes in this joinder motion. So they're giving a little backlash on the actual people that are filing. So again, interesting reads here. It's 180 page. There's going to be lots more to come. Let me see here. Plaintiff activities to bring light to the rights of victims of sexual abuse. There is a lot here, folks. Give me a minute to find. Some of the summary judgment standard. All right. Okay, so here we are at the preliminary statement. The following facts are undisputed. Additional undisputed facts are set forth in the specific argument sections. All paragraphs containing undisputed facts will be subsequently numbered. Number 1, Miss Maxwell's response to the publication of plaintiff's false allegations. The March 2011 statement and earlier 2011 plaintiff in 2 British tabloid interviews made numerous false and defamatory allegations against Miss Maxwell. Exhibits A through B. In the articles, plaintiff made no direct allegations that Miss Maxwell was involved in any improper conduct with Jeffrey Epstein, who had pleaded guilty in 2007 to procuring a minor for prostitution. Nonetheless, the plaintiff suggested that Miss Maxwell worked with Epstein and may have known about the crime for which he was convicted. So 2, in the articles, plaintiff alleged that she had sex with Prince Andrew, a well-known businessman, a well-renowned scientist, a respected liberal politician, and a foreign head of state. 3, in response to the allegations, Miss Maxwell's British attorney working with Mrs. Gow issued a statement March 9th of 2011 denying the various allegations about Mrs. Maxwell that have appeared recently in the media. The allegations are entirely false. Exhibit C, the statement read in full. So statement on behalf of Ghislaine Maxwell by Devonshire's solicitors, PRNE, Wednesday, March 9th of 2011. London, March 10th, 2011. Ghislaine Maxwell denies the various allegations about her that have appeared recently in the media. These allegations are entirely false. It is unacceptable that the letters sent by Mrs. Maxwell legal representatives to be certain newspapers pointing out the truth and asking for the allegations to be withdrawn have simply been ignored. In the circumstances, Miss Maxwell is now proceeding to take legal action against these newspapers. I understand newspapers need stories to sell copies. It is well known that certain newspapers live by that adage. Why let the truth get in the way of a good story? However, the allegations made against me are aberrant and entirely untrue, and I will ask that they stop, said Ghislaine Maxwell. A number of newspapers have shown a complete lack of accuracy in the reporting of the story and a failure to carry out the most elementary investigation of any real due diligence. I'm now taking action to clear my name. Sure. All right, number 5, plaintiffs, gratitors, and lured accusations in unrelated action. In 2008, 2 alleged victims of Epstein brought an action under the Crimes Victims' Rights Act against the United States government, and we knew about that. So 7 years later, moved to 2014, Ms. Gilliver filed corrected joinder. All right, so again, this is lengthy. There's lots to it. Lots of names coming out. Alan Dershowitz, we've known. We saw that. She appreciated. Lots of stuff here, folks. So, conclusion of all of this. For the foregoing reasons, the court should grant summary judgment in favor of Mrs. Maxwell. Okay, I want to see if this other one. That's the same thing. Same thing. All right, so I'm going to put these links down below. Again, they just came out, so it's going to take all of us to go through, find anything real good. Articles will start breaking. And there will be some juicy things found. Just the names alone, people aren't going to like it. It's going to hurt feelings. Agendas are going to be destroyed. So keep that in mind. Share this truth. This is what we need. We appreciate it. I'd like to keep these short and sweet. So we're at the 18-minute mark. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Look for more videos later here tonight, throughout the weekend coming up. Again, I'm Michael. Thanks for all of the support to this channel and everything you guys do. It's all about you, the Patriots. It's why we do it. Thank you very much. Again, I'm Michael. Have a great afternoon into your evening, and we'll see you back here real soon. Where we go one, we go all, and enjoy your Friday afternoon into your evening, folks. It's finally Friday for those of you doing the Monday through Friday hustle and bustle. All right, we'll see you back here real soon, folks.